Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my stream. This is Wind Raider, and we are actually on Eco on my personal server. I don't know if anybody else can get into it. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing with it. So I did a random seed. I did a few random modded settings, food value being held higher, stack size increase, growth rate increase, simple stuff like that. Nothing like the mods that you normally find. Um, so it's vanilla to the point of no software settings. No soft, only using software settings. No software mods, I should say. Um, this is strictly the server settings have been tweaked. So let's dive in and see what I'm just gonna go. I got 30 days playing whenever I can, and let's see how far I actually get. I mean, it's gonna be all up to me on how I do things. There ain't gonna be nobody helping me. There ain't gonna be no economy. It's just strictly me finding this stuff and going and doing it. But knowing that I am the admin on this, I am going to use one thing for of the some of the time, or at least up to a certain point, maybe until I can get some roads going. Um, I will limit from one item to, let's say, from 0 to a maximum of 3 items given using the admin commands, maximum of 3, but in multiples of question mark. So let's say I want to do an iron sickle or an iron axe, because I need it to progress. One item, boom, done. Stuff like that. Um, I needed to get back to a certain point, I'll do it that way. That's what I'm referring to. So let's jump head first right into this. And considering, you know what? Yeah, considering I know exactly where I'm going, or have an idea what I'm going. All right, so I'm starting out with only 1 star. Now, the housing is going to be different because I'm going to have to use the housing. Um, I mean, I don't have a choice. Let's go gathering first. I'm gonna have to do some farming. Well, probably not. Um, I will have to do milling. Now, stack sizes are gonna be different, but I think I decreased the time for making stuff, but increased how much it takes. So if it normally would be 5 iron bars or something like that, it would probably be 7 or 10 by now at this point. So I'm going to have to keep going on that. So it's going to be a lot of grinding on my part. But let's just see exactly. I mean, I can give myself stars and all that stuff, but the fun part is doing the work. At least that's from me. So Okay, so they did add the flowers. It's not a mod. Okay. I think I can use them as decoration as such, which is what I was planning on trying to do, is to make like a big old garden, just make it a biggest area as I can, stuff like that. Oh, well, I already got another star. Well, that works. Um, so from here, I can go to logging. I guess that's an increase I did that I didn't realize was going to affect it that way. See, that's what you gotta figure out at times, is exactly what affects what. And sometimes it works out for the best, sometimes it doesn't. Now I have increased the animal attack function, I should say, on this as well. So that's going to be something I'm going to have to deal with. I haven't found more than... Here we go, that's where I was wanting to go. Hmm. Even though it's only me on the server, I have a feeling I'm going to need a lot of food. And I might be getting stars more rapidly than I think. Maybe I tweaked it too much. That's alright. How much you want to bet? It might seem like I tweaked it too much. So where was I wanting to go? I was wanting to go down over here. Either one of these places for building a property would be good. But if I started up over here, yeah, any of this would work. Because my idea is to actually build log over this. Like go straight across here and all the way level and around as high as I can, and then attach water mills to it. And I can do the same thing over here for a factory. And put windmills on top of that as well. And that should get me honestly don't think I'll have to worry about that, because if I start it as high as, let's say, here, that should actually cover most of that. And if I use that sand on the outside as my barrier, if I interrupt that, it should fill in a lot of this. I can just always, I could do a lot in that area. I could build a sluice. I could do a lot of different things right through here for water. I can make it a pump station. All right. So if we're going to do it this way, let's put I guess I definitely did increase the shelf life on that stuff, didn't I? All right. tweak the multiplier a little bit too much. We ended up with more stars than I do have anything to work with. But that's fine too. Protein. So I'm gonna need to start. Yeah, so it's less on the star experience, more on the crafting side. Okay. Well, this ain't working, so I'm gonna go this route. Oh boy. I will just have to maybe find that logging and picking up. Yep. I'm definitely gonna have to try at least one mod, because I hate doing this. I really, really do. And if I end up having to do this the entire time, it's gonna take me 10 days just to get enough logs to do anything with. Alright. I'm only saying that because I know my carrier is high. At least my base on my carrier is high. So if I'm gonna have to do that the entire time, oh, it's just gonna be grind to grind to grind. Oh, same here. Yeah. straight E on this stuff isn't so bad. Alright, so I will have to try to find that mod. Or I should say a mod. Okay. What am I doing next? Fortunately, I can't technically, I probably could skip over this. I just want to skip over Adobe. I mean, it's boring. It is just really, you know, um, oh boy. could deal with that into Adobe. But let's go ahead and start. I'm gonna have to give myself some hewn logs. I mean, it only makes sense only because if I don't, I'm gonna be stuck here. It's gonna look like crap. Um, I have a couple of ideas that might work. All right. How long have I been? First 30 minutes. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop off here. I will be back again very soon. I am going to turn around and see if I can get at least 2 to 3 mods I have in mind working. If I can, that'll help me with, in little ways, quality of life updates. Um, little tweaks, nothing major, just little things. All right, so let me hop off here. I will start in the same place. I'm not going to be doing anything else. I'll start with the same pot right where I'm standing and see what happens. No, actually, I can't see that because I have to see if that actually works or not. If I can get the mod working on the server, it should work. Okay. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, and let me honestly know what you think of this so far. I mean, I'm just experimenting and seeing what I can do with it. So please leave me a comment. Um, find me again in live chat. Send me a comment. I mean, be my guest. Positive, negative, doesn't matter. Thank you for watching.